trying to keep control for the Cougars and Nickerson as this one comes back into the left wing corner as Savain battles with the player there, able to pull the puck off the boards, comes right back to Gavin Nickerson as he tried to feed it down low for Savain, but in front was Vela. And Vela along the far side, knocked out of the air by Savain as he backhands one to Nickerson. Bottom of the right circle, goes high over the net, comes to the left point for Willie DeRemus as he tries to send it back down low. Ends up in behind the net, trying to cut in front was Lomberg as it gets onto the stick of Mike Watson. Watson back up to the right point, loading up for the shot there was Lockinen, blocked out in front. Sent back down low, bottom of the right circle shot as it goes into the left wing corner as this one hits off and down where it'll be taken by Jesse Highs. As this one comes over towards Letmansky, as Letmansky along the left wing dumps this one down in behind as Lomberg will cut in front and get to the puck for the Cougars. As he's there, player down, lost their stick for one of the defensive players for the Ducks as he's right on Lomberg. Gives it off to Watson now as Watson in behind. Another player lost the stick as it was dropped down, so they switched who has the stick, defenseman back with it as this goes right towards the net. As that one along the net there, as two players are getting tied up there and the whistle goes. And we'll see what ends up happening as Letmansky looks to be going to the box to see if they're sending one or if both are going, not sure. They got the box open on either side, so Letmansky on one side, and on the other side you got Task. So 1-1. Offsetting Miners, it'll stay 5-on-5 hockey here with 17:58 left to go. The Cougars trail by 1, 2-1. As Van Dyke in there for the face-off, one up to the left point for a shot that hits off of Van Dyke's skates. His turnaround shot goes wide of the net from Peters as it's into the left wing corner. As this one bouncing off a couple of players, comes back to Peters as he sends it back towards Kropp. Kropp trying to pull it off the boards. Ducks have control again as it's LeBauer. LeBauer through the middle of the ice. Pass coming through the middle as it's hit back the other way by the Cougars. And comes right back to Lockinen as he tried to backhand that one into the neutral zone. As nice move around one player as it comes back over to the near side. Van Dyke dumping it in as he'll send it in behind the net as his team goes for a change. Back over to the near side as it's just stopped for the Ducks as it's hit away from him. Goes right towards Jared Young as he throws it in behind the net for Austin Johnson. Johnson pass cross ice and now through the middle as it bounces off the stick of Kling and then goes in behind the net where Jesse Highs will take it for the Cougars and give it off to Olsen. Good pass up to Nickerson as he sends it around one, gives it to Savain, who tips it right back to Nickerson through the middle, crosses into the Duck zone, takes a shot top of the right circle, directed wide by Young. Up to Olsen at the left point as he tries to back that one into the zone as he gets beat by one player. As he comes in, shot there that goes wide, right wing corner boards. As there a hit that frees the puck up for the Ducks into the right circle now, turning around, shooting and missing the net wide to the left was Hepburn as it goes into the left wing half boards and up into the bench of the Dells Ducks for a face-off. See where they put that face-off with 16:28 left to go. It's 2-1 in favor of the Ducks. Much better start to the period for the Cougars compared to the first. They've had some rushes and some opportunities. Just need to be able to get to some of those second chance ones. This is 1-1 up to the Cougars defense in their own end as DeRemus will use the glass to spin it out into the neutral zone as it'll come back to the Ducks. On to Nelson's stick as he crosses ice as he sends that pass through the middle onto the stick of Nielsen. Nielsen trying to get out in front as that one ends up in behind with him as he still has it on his stick, but his stick getting lefted, freed up by DeRemus to Kropp. Kropp giving it off to DeRemus. Cross ice, tipping in and out of play by Jesper Longberg. He just couldn't get enough of it with his blade to keep it down at ice level. So that one goes out. It'll be a face-off into the far dot with 16 minutes left to go. Or no, they're going to put this one at center ice, it looks like. So face-off will go center ice. 16 minutes left to go in the second period. As the center ice face-off, one to Willie DeRemus as he gives it off to Hunter Schiffman. Back over to DeRemus, skates along the left wing. Top of the left circle, shot there and right into the glove hand of Jared Young as he holds on to it for the left wing circle face-off. And those are shots that Jared Young is going to stop easily. If you go to his glove side, most of the time he's going to be able to hold on to it and get a whistle. if I'm the Cougars, maybe try going low with the shots or even blocker side, see what happens then, see if you get some rebound opportunities. They've had some players streaking in as this face-off one up to the left point. Doremus throws it to the right corner. Onto the stick of Kropp as he goes up to the right point to Schiffman, who sends it back down low. But in behind is Task for the Ducks as he takes it back. Skates out along the left side, hits off the leg of Van Dyke and goes right back to Jared Young, who backhands it behind his own net. Van Dyke after it in the right corner as he gives it into Kropp for the slot for a shot. Rebound hits off of a player in front in number 19 in Felix Conrads as it goes in behind. And I think Conrads is going to get called here either for interference, trip, something. There's a couple things they could have called against Conrads. So it'll be face-off inside the Dallas Ducks zone, I think in the left circle with 15-17 left to go. So power play opportunity here for the Cougars, a chance to tie it up. And out comes the line of Nickerson, Rayback, and Zavain. See what they can do here. As on the back end, it's Doremus and Schiffman. One to the left wing half boards over towards Zavain as he tries to go up to Schiffman. Does so. Back down to the left wing half boards to Zavain as he comes up towards the blue line. Top of the left circle he goes, fakes a shot, spins around to the left wing half boards. Back up to the point for Schiffman. Back to the left wing half boards. Zavain comes in, left circle, sends a shot as that one hit off of the goaltender and Young's butt end of the stick and out of place. It'll be a left wing circle face-off. I think that Zavain could have walked that in even more. He had a lot of room when he loaded up. He could have kept coming into the circle before anybody would have came to him. As we see here, yeah, he had a lot of room before he had to take that shot, as this one is cleared out by the Ducks off the face-off. As this one comes to Willie Doremus for the Cougars as he skates out of his own end, hits off the skates of Gavin Nickerson as that pass was a little bit behind. Comes right back to Jesse Hayes. Minute and 20 left to go on the power play here. Pass over to the right wing as this one trying to get it there as Nickerson got hit right into the boards as the door came open. As the Ducks have the puck now as their good poke check that freed it up. Shot and a big save by Jesse Hayes as he pad stacked. Comes into the near half boards as the Cougars try to clear the zone. Into the right circle, it's on Hunter Schiffman's stick as he takes it in behind as he lost his edge a little bit there and lost the puck. A big save by Jesse Hayes as he kept this at a one-goal game as he was able to stick the pad out and get it. Pass to the near side as it's on Zavain's stick. Left wing half boards, drops it off for Nickerson, but his pass picked off. Beal on the right wing as he'll just lift this one down and in as it looks like he might need to go for a change. Schiffman picking it back up as there's a hit that sends the puck back in behind. 20 seconds left on the power play, 13:36 here in the second period as I don't know if he got a piece of it or not, and they're going to say he did not, so icing. This will come right back in to the Cougar zone. 14 seconds left on the power play opportunity as we got to watch this one again from Jesse Hayes. As you see, he gets the glove and the pad there. I think it was actually his glove hand that ends up making the save to stop that one from going in. He was in no position to actually get his body in a good spot to try and play that puck, and he was able to get a piece of it. That's one of the moments to really pay attention to in this game. The Cougars are able to come back. That's a moment where you can say that's what kept them in it. Right wing circle faceoff will be here in a second as Mike Watson in there for this face as he will lose it back to the Ducks as they will clear it back into their own end as they look to kill off some time as Task loses it along the near half boards and then is able to get it out as it hits off of Olsen's glove as he'll have to retrieve it, otherwise it would have been a hand pass as the power play is over for the Cougars. Pass to the near side. Tipped off of Vella's stick. Vella running in along the right wing. Diving play made by Olsen as he doesn't allow the pass to get through on the 2-on-1. As this goes in off the end boards as there's a player who ran right into the back of Brennan Peters. That thought might have been a call, but nothing there as this one's sent right back in as he gets onto the stick of Willie Doremus. Doremus comes out from behind his own net, finds Letmansky. He backhands a pass into the middle towards Watson. Back over to the far boards now is a couple players there. Letmansky will hit this one. It'll go off a player and out of play. I think this one should be either in that far dot or center. I think the far dot is where they should put it. Looks like that's where they're signaling. 12:39 left to go here in the second period. It's been a wild second period. As this face-off from that far dot one into the Ducks zone by the Ducks. Over to LeBauer now on the right wing at the center line as he dumps it in. Hunter Schiffman chasing in after it as he gets pinned up there. That frees the puck up for a sharp angle shot that bounces out of the air. And this save by Heise as he knocked it in behind. As this one now in the left wing corner as Schiffman tries to free it up. Two players there as that one poked free up along the half boards as it's taken back by the Cougars. Back out into the neutral zone. They're able to get it at least. As this one comes through the middle, as this one poked by Savain over to Rayback as he dumps this down into the left wing corner. As the Ducks will retrieve there, and Justat will start up along the near side. Justat, though, held up before he crosses the blue line by Kropp, as that puck underneath Kropp somewhere. As it finally comes free, right back to Johnson. Johnson sends it cross ice on the D-to-D pass to Radcliffe, who dumps it in, and that goes down for an icing, so the Ducks have to send it back into their zone as they were not able to make a change. 11:39 left to go here in this second period. Cougars still trail by 1. Face-off will go to the right circle. Trapp out there along with Van Dyke as this one up to the right point. Now to Beltrame at the left point as there's a shot trying to direct it in with Trapp as it goes to the left wing corner. Retrieving it there will be Van Dyke. Tried to center a pass, nobody home, and a Ducks player throws it out of play. As that was Radcliffe, as the Ducks, they're not able to change as that was thrown out of play. I think you got an injured player. That's why they're letting the one player off in Felix Conrads. But they're not allowed, because the puck was thrown out of play and nobody tipped it. That's why you saw them stopping them from changing any players. They were able to get one out there in Jaden Munnelly for Felix Conrads because it seemed like he was injured. So left wing circle face-off. As 11:27 left in the period. Beltrame at the left point. Couldn't quite get everything on that one as he missed the slapper as it went off the heel of his stick. Comes over to the far side. Right back into the defensive end. Turnaround pass by Ferders. It gets up now to Van Dyke. Van Dyke trying to go through the middle of the ice. Bouncing puck settled down as this one goes to Trapp back for a pass up to the left point to Beltrame as he sends a shot low. Pad saved by Young, goes in behind the net, left wing corner, and now up to the point for Olsen's shot, and Young able to get the blocker out on that one as it comes to the near half boards. As this one along the near side comes back to Olsen, wrists this one up, but out of play. See where they put this face-off. As both teams make changes here, I think they'll put this one inside the Cougar zone in the right circle. 10:49 left to go, 2-1. Ducks with the lead. So they had a, looks like there was an extra puck out there, so they grabbed that off the ice. Yeah, as the face-off to the left of Jesse Heise dropped here and won by the Cougars. Breaking out with it is Olsen. Olsen up along the middle of the ice. Passes it off the left wing boards to himself as he goes into the left wing corner. Frees the puck up for somebody else on his team, but ends up running into him as now it's Lomberg cutting into the slot as he takes a shot there. Backhander that goes wide of the net from Watson as it goes back into the left wing corner. Watson trying to cut in front. Puck comes free to Letmansky. Backhander that hits off of Lomberg as Lomberg tried to push that pass somewhere else. Left wing circle. The Ducks take it back as it's on the stick of Nielsen. Nielsen streaking along the right wing. As he's got Olsen right on him. Centering pass, bounces up top of the left circle. Is trying to keep control of it was Nikitarov as he sends it in behind where Kaplan gets hit by Watson. Puck comes free into the left circle as it comes right back to the captain Watson as he goes through the middle. Backhands a pass over to the right wing towards Lomberg as Lomberg delivers a hit and goes for a change. Back to Matt Olsen here as he takes a look up ice, finds Letmansky along the near side, goes around one, backhands it over to Lockinen, as Lockinen back to Letmansky as it bounces off of him and right to Savane. Savane trying to lead in front Watson, but Watson and Letmansky both needed a change. LeBauer trying to catch them as they complete that change, but pinning him up there was Savane to free the puck. As two players there, now Ray back in there as well as he tries to get control of the puck for the Cougars as it's on the LeBauer stick for the Ducks. Tries to center a pass, it gets top of the right circle up towards the left point, but out in the neutral zone. As Nikiforov will dump this one right back in as now his team will change. As Rayback, as that pass goes over the head of Rayback from DeRemus, as this one will go down and out of play. Well, this should be a face-off. We'll see where they put it. I think it's going to end up being. See where it is, and we got a player a little bit slow. Or not, Tess was just waiting to see where they're putting the face-off. Near dot face-off with 9:04 left to go in the second. Yeah, this one comes over to the near side and won by the Ducks. Pass through the middle onto Beal's stick, but a little bit behind him. That goes right to Peters. Peters throwing it to the left wing corner, where it goes right to Task. Task back over along the far boards. Gets over Schiffman's stick, but he sends it over to Willie DeRemus at center ice as he sends it back forward to Van Dyke. Van Dyke over along the left wing as he gets hit there to Peters as that puck coming in as there's a hit by Hunter Schiffman as that'll allow for Van Dyke to retrieve the puck back as he drops it in for Willie DeRemus in his own end, passes it up along the far side as Kropp will send it forward into the middle, but cutting in front was Task to send it back to the neutral zone. Cougars back with control. Schiffman sending it along the near side as it's played by number 23 and Smith as it goes in behind the net now, where two players on either side try to battle for the puck. So in this board battle, two players trying to free it. Peters in there trying to get some positioning as he ends up losing it, and then he goes down to the ice, hand up into the air, and we got a penalty against the Ducks on a trip. It's Riley Beal who'll go as Peters was down on the ice, and I didn't see what happened there at the end. But he's got to be careful. His team has a power play. He doesn't want to draw another penalty and lose the opportunity for the Cougars. So will be a power play opportunity for the Chicago Cougars here. Faceoff will go to the left wing circle with 8:02 left to go in the period. As they'll come out with Cody Rayback, Gavin Nickerson, and Anthony Savane in for the forwards, and then for the defense, it's Olsen and Schiffman. One up to Schiffman at the left point. Fakes the shot, left wing half boards to Savane, who goes back down low towards Nickerson, but it beats him and goes to the right wing corner. Rayback back up to the right point for Olsen as he goes back down low. Over for Savane. Savane getting in front, backhands a shot, rebound opportunity, bounces to Schiffman as he sends a wrister low, and he just missed the net wide. Into the right wing circle. Rayback sends it back over to Savane. Back to Rayback along the right wing half boards. Up to the point, Olsen, he couldn't hold it in. Good call there by the official. That did cross the line. He took his eye off of it just a second too soon, unfortunately, with 7:37 left to go in the period, 1:34 on the power play. So it'll be Rayback, Nickerson, still Savane out there. This one quickly won to Savane, chips it into the right wing corner as he has a player cutting in front of him for the Ducks and Conrads, but the Cougars battling along the boards for the puck. Comes free in behind the net, back over to the Dells Ducks as they risk this one out along the near side and down, as this will get all the way to the right wing corner where Matt Olson will go and retrieve. 1:10 left to go on the power play opportunity. Pass over to the right wing, back in towards the middle to the near side towards Schiffman as he at least pushes that one into the zone off of him, but the Ducks get control and dump it right back as Jesse Hayes throws it back in behind as it goes to Matt Olson. Olsen along the right wing, gives it to Gavin Nickerson, who gives it over to the near side towards Hunter Schiffman. As Schiffman will lift this one in, Jared Young will drop it in behind for Nikiforov as he tries to use the near glass, and he's able to do it as it gets past Hunter Schiffman's hand. As Jesse Hayes will send the pass up quickly over to the near side to Savane. Savane along the left wing, brought in on sides along the left wing, circle. Hits off of a skate of a Cougars player and dumped right back down. 23 seconds left to go on the power play for the Cougars as they set up for one more opportunity. DeRemus over to Van Dyke. Van Dyke into the zone. as he sends it into the left circle for Lomberg. Lomberg passing it in towards the slot. That puck somewhere in the blue paint. Can't see where the puck is, and then the puck came off the net. As Mike Watson loses his helmet there at the end. See what ends up being called here. Should just probably be a face-off inside the zone. Almost a great opportunity for the Cougars. And it looks like they're calling this one outside the zone. So there's 7 seconds left on the power play. One of the players for the Cougars slow to get up in Watson, or at least he was talking with the official. As the face-off will come from the near dot, won by the Ducks along the near side. As that one hits off Letmansky's stick, goes in behind the net, and I think they're calling that a hand pass. As rushing to, or no, actually I think we have a penalty against one of the Cougars in Crop. So, see the replay here earlier of the attempt here that didn't quite get into the net, and we'll see if what ended up drawing this net off the borings. They said it was a Cougars player, but watching the replay there, that was knocked off by the Ducks. Either way, the Ducks have a power play now after 4-on-4. That was only like a second ended, as this one won up to the point. There's now a power play opportunity here. As the Ducks with control, it's LeBauer. LeBauer sending it over to the right point for Nikiforov as he sends it back over to the left point to Kling. Nikiforov loads up there, and able to block it in front was Lomberg as this one comes back to Nikiforov. As Kling sends a wrister low, but in front to take that one away was Hunter Schiffman as he uses the boards. That one got out into the neutral zone and then was touched by an offsides. As we will see where this face-off goes, the Cougars will get a change, and we'll see how Lomberg is, as that looked like it caught him in the hand. He's slow to get onto the bench, or maybe the leg. Wherever it caught him, it's hurting him right now, that is for sure. That was a big block by him as well. As face-off will be into that far dot. Won by the Cougars as it's onto the stick of Savain. He's got a player out into the slot, tried to pass it there, but able to cut it off was number 22 in Johnson. Comes back over along the far side as it goes in behind from Vela as it comes to the right wing corner for Nielsen. Back up to the right point for the Ducks here as they have control. Pass cross ice and able to get a piece of it and knock it out into the neutral zone with Savain. Good work by the Cougars forward as he's able to kill off a little bit of time. 58 seconds left to go on the power play. As this one bringing up along the right wing in towards the zone was Johnson. Goes right to Jesse Hayes as he slows it down here, and Jesse Hayes himself gonna wrist it out. Nice job by the goalkeeper. He saw an opportunity to do so, and he's got a pretty good handle on the stick there, and he's able to clear it out. As this one comes over to the right wing, it's Johnson, cross ice pass over to Conrad's, and then that one brought in offsides. So bring it back out into the neutral zone in the far dot with 29 seconds left to go in this power play opportunity for the Ducks, and 4:31 left to go in the period. Watson on one side, and he wins this one, and he pushes it right towards the goalkeeper, and Jared Young has to settle the puck down and throw it in behind the net for Lucas Smith. As Smith sends it over to the far side, and around one goes Task. Task in top of the left circle. Takes it down in behind the net as he tries to go around, as he's bothered there by a couple of Cougars players. Right wing corner, Task still with control of it as he's got Doremus who pokes it away. As this one turned over right to Hunter Schiffman, who backhands it along the near glass. Still on the near boards. Good job by Mike Watson on the board battle as he gets it forward at least to center ice before it's back onto the stick of LeBauer. LeBauer, top of the left circle, chips it back down low for Beal. Beal in behind off the end boards, gives it back to LeBauer, who goes to the left point with it as it's sent back along the left wing by Smith. Two players there as the Cougars try to work it out, and a player gets hit from behind and right into the boards. I think that was Mike Watson. As it'll be a power play opportunity here now as the Cougars power play or penalty kill just ended, and going into the box, they look to be, I think, Riley Beal. So it'll be a power play opportunity for the Cougars here. We'll see who they decide to go with. Looks like Zavain, Nickerson, Rayback. And then on the back end, we'll see who they decide. Doremus and Schiffman, well, they were talking things over here really fast before they get this face-off to go. 3:38 left to go here in the second period. Big opportunity here. A lot of penalties in this second period too, and actually they're going to throw another player into the box here. That looks to be Jaden Munnelly as he goes in as well. Maybe you've got a 10-minute being served for something, so Munnelly might be the one who ends up releasing for that. Either way, the right wing circle face-off oncoming, and it's won by the Ducks as they try to use the near boards. Schiffman not able to hold it in as he goes back over to Willie Doremus. Doremus over to the near side onto the stick of Zavain. Zavain back over to the right wing. Doremus lost the handle, but he's able to push it into the zone. As this goes in behind the net, as it's back onto the stick of Kling for the Ducks. Is trying to hold it in, but lost an edge with Schiffman as Jesse Hayes uses the near glass to send it up to Schiffman, who deflects it over to Nickerson. Nickerson around one, gives it off to Rayback. Rayback along the right wing, drops it off for Zavain as they get set up here. Back to Doremus up at the point. Right wing half board. Zavain skating into the right circle as he switched places here for Rayback. As Nickerson tried to get a one-timer in the slot, he had a lot of room, just couldn't get the puck onto his stick. Sent back in behind. It comes back to Rayback along the right wing half boards, and it hit off of Doremus' stick, as I think he saw the pressure coming, as he will dump this one right back into the zone as it'll get onto the stick of Zavain. As Zavain tried to go around one player with a pass, but he can't do it as it's held along the right wing half boards. Back up to the right point. Schiffman loads up. Blocker save made by Young as it goes into the left wing half boards. Doremus pinches, can't hold it in the zone as it comes along the near side. Streaking in now is Conrads as he gets inside as their player lost his stick, and Schiffman, he quickly kicks it over to Doremus as this gets back up ahead to Mike Watson, as Watson dropping it off for Letmansky along the boards. As he tries to move around one player, LeBauer is able to hit it back out into the neutral zone. As this pass through the middle, I think Lomberg didn't realize the pass was intended for him, as this goes back down to the left wing corner. Cougars getting set up here, 20 seconds left to go on the power play opportunity. As streaking in is Lomberg. Lomberg around one as he cuts in, as he gets in front for a shot that just went wide. I think maybe getting a piece of it was Young. Right wing corner, now top of the right circle. Comes up to Olsen as he sends a shot. That one just missed the net wide. He tried to get a tip in front. As this one sent back in off the end boards, as this one comes over to the near side. Player coming out of the box as the Ducks break up ice as it's on LeBauer's stick. LeBauer into the zone of the Cougars, sends it in behind the net off to Radcliffe. Back to the left wing half board, shot there, and Jesse Hayes made the save, and it kind of came out, but the whistle went first. So it'll be a face-off in the left circle, and there's a stick also inside of the crease of Jesse Hayes. I believe that's Hunter Schiffman's stick. Minute 21 left to go here in the second period. The Cougars still trail by one. Cougars making a change here as they come back with the top line. And then on the back end, it looks to be, I think, Olsen and Schiffman, or no, Doremus and Schiffman. As this one won to Willie Doremus as he uses the glass to try and send it out, but it's held in by Lucas Smith. As now it'll come back to Rayback as he passes it into the middle, right onto the stick of Zavain. Zavain into the left circle, looks for a place to go with it, holds up, tries to find the trailers. He sends it into the slot for Schiffman's shot, blocked out in front as it goes into the right wing corner. Just took Schiffman too long to get there. As there, Hunter Schiffman got taken out as this one comes back to the far side. Hayes with the save, rebound opportunity, hit away and a hand up into the air. And we'll see what they're calling here. As we'll see who's going, I think it's Willie Doremus going into the box. And I think we're going to have the officials talking here with the captains. You've got Mike Watson over there along with Lucas Smith. As we try to take a look here and see, starting from when Schiffman ended up falling at the blue line, because I think he got tripped at the blue line. As this is actually going to be a penalty shot. So a penalty shot here, as it's going to be Christian Vela. So a big opportunity here for the Ducks to try and extend their lead. So center ice is where this will be starting from as Vela picks it up onto the forehand, skates along the left wing, comes in, takes the shot, and Jesse Hayes makes the blocker save and keeps this a 1-goal game. So it'll stay 5-on-5 hockey as well, and Jesse Hayes bails his team out. Didn't see why they called that a penalty shot, but either way, the Cougars still in this game, 1 goal, separating them from the Ducks. So face-off will go to the face-off dot to the left of Jesse Hayes as it's 1-up to Tesk. He loses an edge as this comes to the near side. Rayback pushing it forward over to Zavain. Centers a pass for Nickerson as he gets taken up there, and there's no call as this comes over to the far side, and Hunter Schiffman frees up a player here, maybe a 2-on-1 as this one there, and Jesse Hayes with the big save, knocked out of the air off the blocker of Jesse Hayes. He made that as it's quickly lifted forward, back onto the stick of number 17 in Zavain as he gets taken out there as this comes back over to the near side, hits off the glass and onto the stick of Doremus, but then taken by LeBauer. LeBauer along the right wing, makes a move around one as he cuts in front, sends that pass forward but not able to put it onto his stick was just not. Tesk now up top of the right circle, sends a shot wide of the net, back to LeBauer in the left wing corner as he tries to go up along the boards. Zavain sends it out along the near side as chasing down after it was Lomberg as he finishes his check. Doremus through the middle of the ice, gives it off, and then the buzzer goes for the second period. It's still 2-1 in favor of the Ducks. A wild end to this second period, though. First you have the penalty shot on the one end, and then here we're going to watch that play as it developed earlier. That's the one from Hunter Schiffman where the shot, now this is when everything starts to happen. And we try to see here and couldn't see from that angle if what happened with Schiffman, if he got tripped up or not, as the camera was a little bit behind. But there you see the call as Doremus gets called, which resulted in the penalty shot. And that's how things sort of ended up there. And then you had, of course, the penalty shot here on the save by Jesse Hayes. This was a big moment here. Jesse Hayes has made some incredible saves for his team. This one here, keeps the glove hand up, sees it's going blocker side, gets the blocker up into the air and makes the save and keeps his team within this game by 1 goal. So we will take a timeout now as, again, this has been a wild second period. It's a 1-goal game going into the third. Will the Cougars be able to come back and tie this one up in this third and final period, or will the Ducks hold on and keep their lead in the Western Conference? We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more here on SportsTownChicago.com.
I'm an instructor at the Illinois Center for Broadcasting Lombard campus, and I can tell you we're all about sports broadcasting.
My passion is for boxing, and my career puts me ringside and cage side covering the action for ESPN Chicago, as well as serving as a ring announcer.
Man of pride. If you want a career that you love, check out the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where you'll learn the craft from the pros in the business like me. Call today at 630-916-1700 and tell them Ray Flores sent you.
If you have a passion for radio or TV like I do, then the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is the place to be for real-world training. We know how you want to learn, and we teach it to you that way, hands-on. What you'll learn are the technology and skills that you'll really use in the broadcasting industry. 3 out of 4 of our graduates are working in the industry, and financial aid is available for those who qualify. So if you want to work in broadcasting, the Illinois Center for Broadcasting is where broadcasting careers begin.
Hey, I'm Damian Perrone, and I'm a video editor and motion graphic designer for PMMG Incorporated here in Chicago, and I'm an Illinois Center for Broadcasting graduate. I graduated in 2008, and shortly after that started with PMMG as a video editor, and in the process